Britain, Little Britain, Little Britain. Home to fat fighters filling their faces with donuts, a fast-talking and devious teenager, and a man that's convinced he's a lady.
But the real Little Britain is full of real Little Britons, leading busy British lives. And as we know, fact is just as strange as fiction. Let's spend time in the company of some real British folk as they go about their business. You may recognise parts of their lives. They are worth celebrating. They and we are a special bunch.
Oh, that's all right, Pat. Now, the scales are broken today, so I'm just having to estimate people's weight. So, why don't... I tell you what, just lift up your arm. Yeah, you look about 17 stone to me.
I weighed myself this morning. I was 16 stone 5.
Oh, well, turn round. No, definitely 17, I'm afraid. Oh, it's not easy, is it?
They'll eat chocolate bars when we shouldn't do. We'll stuff the wrapper under the sofa. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you?
Thankfully, there are more responsible people than Marjorie Dawes out there, helping overweight Britain to fight fat. Weight Watchers alone have 1 million members in the UK. Their goal, to shed 10% of their body weight. Between them, that's 7,000 tonnes, the weight of 1,324 average-sized elephants.
Success and failure is a state of mind. If you want to succeed, you will. If it's very iffy and you think, well, I don't think I can do this, then you're quite right, you won't. Right, let's go! Let's go! Come on! Good morning, everybody! Good morning! Who's lost 4 pounds? Well done, excellent. And you went to a wedding, didn't you? She did. She went to a wedding and lost 4 pounds. How good is that? 3. Well done, girls. Yes. 6 blocks of lard gone. Who's put on? Did you deserve to lose? Yeah. You did? Because you've done some walking. What's she got to do, girls? Keep going. Doesn't matter, does it? What really matters is getting back in the fast lane and pulling it back off again. My advice to anyone considering joining a Weight Watchers group would be to do it. Because they get the motivation, they get group therapy, really, in a way. So who's lost a stone today? You have, haven't you? A magic stone to rub when you're feeling down. Who else has lost the stone? Margaret? You? This is what we've lost and we're keeping going. They get to talk about what their problems are, and their problems are exactly the same as mine. Many, many times they'll say to me, do you live in my house?
Man, slow down. We'll get there.
Sheep outnumber the population of Wales by a ratio of 3 to 1. All those voluptuous valleys, home to 138 Welsh male voice choirs and 2,500 teensy-weensy little villages.
Hello, Mrs. Llewellyn.
Oh, hello, David.
No, I think I'll relax.
Like years ago, no, traditionally this is a mining village, so everybody would have been, you know, miners, basically. But now, it's just like a typical Welsh village. You know, we've got our own rugby team, and, you know, so we do, you know, lots of, like, games between the different villages and things. I didn't play rugby ever in the village or anything, but that's because I don't know, they're very, very macho in this village, you know. There's lots of sort of things that go on, like you have Merched y Wawr, which is like a women's union, whatever, and a lot of the old age sort of go there to do stained glass windows and sugarcraft and, you know, stuff like that, which is really, you know, is good. And they have like the old age sort of do things. You know, they meet in the rugby club and have their meetings and discuss different things. Sorry. Well, for me, I mean, I was different. For example, my sister and I went to the Welsh school. The majority of the people in this village went to the sort of English school here. So automatically, Harrod and I were different. And I'm gay, and it was, you know, it didn't matter where I went. Like, if I walked through the village, you know, people would say things, or, you know, I've even been spat at and, you know, had things thrown at me, which is just vile. But it was all right. You know, if I had to raise children, this would be the perfect place to raise children because they're so safe, so friendly, so nice, as long as you're not different, you know?
Yeah, you can donate money to one of them now, is it?
Right.
They've put up local people in the calendar so that they can try and make a bit of money up.
Yeah. That's Derek Pittard, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
And that's that builder, Barry Scully?
Barry Scully, yeah.
Uh-huh. I don't know, I know
Craig
who he is.
from a school road.
I do reckon. That's the one that owns the bell.
Yeah. But they're all local people, and
Yeah.
there's one gentleman in it. He's 90... What is he, 96 or 98?
He's one of the ones at the end, isn't he? There he is.
There he is. He's on the front cover, and he's on the...
The back. Okay, the first sort of crush I ever had on a sort of a boy was a teacher in my school, and obviously I can't say the name, but well, I can, I suppose. What, I can't even think of his name, Johan Bebb. He was lovely, he's a rugby player, plays for Cross Keys. He's still, I think he's had to retire now because he had a dodgy eye after a certain sort of scrum or something, but he was lovely. But I always knew that I was different, I always knew that I wasn't straight, you know? And I sort of denied it to myself because, you know, I didn't want to be gay, I just wanted to be the same as everyone else. Particularly hard when I was like 15, 16. I went to like an apostolic chapel, and I spoke to one of, this is before I'd ever kissed a guy, done anything with anybody. You know, I spoke to one of the elders and I sort of asked, you know, sort of spoke to her saying, you know, well, I think I'm gay, that type of thing. And she was like, oh, well, you can't, you know, she didn't ask me to say that I had to leave the church, but I wasn't allowed to pray in the church, like, do a public prayer. I wasn't allowed to take communion, even though I'd been sort of baptised. And I was like, well, I don't think that's what Christianity's about. You know, I think, you know, what it says in the Bible is you shan't lie with a man as you would with another man. And I hadn't done anything like that, you know. I just hadn't. I know maybe I'd thought about it, but I hadn't physically done anything.
New bat, new bat, yeah, bat, new bat, yeah, bat, new, because I'm not even going on the pill because Nadine reckons they stopped me from getting pregnant. Yeah, but Louise Barron emptied a whole bottle of Fanta into Shannon's bag, but anyway, Luke reckons he figured him a bacon run back in the language lab.
Vicky, do you want to pass your GCSE?
GCS what?
With over 3 million teenage girls across Britain, we should be afraid. Very afraid.
No, I'd say the one in the hat was fit.
Yeah.
The one in the hat, the one
I think
in
he's
the
quite
hat.
fit, but he's still got them fucking stupid shoes on.
Yeah, but it's fit. I think it's
look
so
like-
gorgeous.
Oh, fucking hate yeah.
Right, living in Norwich. I don't know, everybody knows everybody. And it's just a whisper in the city. Something happens to me and someone knows, then everyone in the city will know. I'll go in the city and everyone will be like, meh, meh, and it always gets twisted. And it's just like, oh.
Yeah, there's your type, Amy, over there with the dog glove.
You love him. You'd love to run your fingers through his hair. Oh, he's all right. He's
Where? Ollie there.
We went to McDonald's one day this is Andrew, the one I was with a year. But then I didn't want my drink no more and I couldn't open my window because it was broke. So I went to chuck it out of his window and it I chucked it and the lid came off and went on him. So then he was like, right, that's it, and grabbed me. So I got out of the car and he got out of the car and we was running around the car after each other. And then I did something, chucked my Coke at him again, picked it up off the floor and chucked it at him. And he just came behind me and just tipped his whole supersized milkshake over my head. And because my hair is so long, it was just covered in milkshake. So then I just booted the side of his car and he had a big dent and I got his window wiper and snapped it in half and kicked the window and it was cracked. I went crazy. Oh, can I touch it? That's going to be all dark skinned and everything.
I know.
Do you know what you're going to call it, if it's a boy or a girl?
No.
Do you not? Have you not even thought about it?
No.
Oh my
God,
God, look at this lighter.
Of names at the moment.
Oh my God, I just bought this lighter, look at it. Filthy whore. Oh, I've got your lighter. Look, Adrienne.
She's having a little coloured baby. How cute.
Give her all the best in that, but they're definitely too young, don't you?
Yeah. Look at them balloons. I mean, bubbles. Ha.
I got into record breaking about 20 years ago after watching the various different record breakers on TV, and I just thought, oh gosh, I'd love to do that. I'd love to be sort of famous for something, and I thought that record breaking would be my thing. Why I break records is because I want to be the best in the world at something. You know, it's better than sort of being a stamp collector or going fishing. It's a hobby, basically, but it's a hobby that you get recognition for and a lot of sort of attention. It's just the buzz I get.
Well, Jane, the current record stands at 43 beans within a minute. And are you ready?
I am.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Well, shut up and listen. Just so you know what 5 pounds of body fat looks like, this is 5 pounds of body fat. This is what we're going to lose in the next 2 weeks. Do you know, who wants to lose 5 pounds this week? All right, Dorothy. Pass it round. Just have a feel. Now, there are 2 ways of losing, or 3 ways, should I say, of losing 5 pounds in 2 weeks. The first is the Peter Kay method. You can lose 14 stone in a day. 14 stone in a day, you look like that. In all honesty, the only way we're going to lose 14 stone in a day is with a chainsaw. Isn't it? So that's out. The second way to lose 5 pounds is the famous slimming pants. What you do is you get one leg in, and you get your leg in. This is not easy in 4-inch heels. And then you get your other leg in this side. And then you tug. And you tug a bit more. And then you tug a bit more. And then you've got to bend down and put your bum in the back. And then you've got to wriggle. So you get them up there. And then when you've got them up there, you look 5 pounds thinner, don't you? You can't eat in them. You certainly couldn't do anything exciting in them because they're not very sexy, are they? And guess what happens? It's like all quick diets, egg and grapefruit, anything that promises you a miracle 5 pounds. What happens when you stop doing it? It all comes rumbling back to where it was before. If we want to go to a barbecue, we go, don't we? Yeah? But what do we do the day after? back in the fast lane on the motorway and pull it back off again. Because if we don't, what are we doing? We're taking a walk back into our fat life. Can we do it this week? Yeah. Yeah? Will we do it this week? Yes. You're damn right we will. Who's got me fat?
34.
45 seconds.
35. 36. 37. 38. 38. 39. 40.
5 seconds.
41. 42. 43. 44.
And stop.
44, that's a record.
Well done, congratulations, Dean. Super, well done.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Well done.
How does it feel?
That felt pretty awful, actually.
It's quite difficult, actually.
What was it, 40?
44 was counted.
44, well done.
Excellent. Pleased with that.
Can I have, please, a whippy with a flake? Have you decided what you're having?
Yeah.
What do you want, then?
Just a cone.
And another whippy plain, please.
No, just a cone.
Well, just a cone on its own? No whippy?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be very dry.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, tell you what, why don't you have just a little bit of ice cream in it? You like ice cream? You said it was the perfect complement to a hot summer's day.
Yeah, I know.
So what's it to be?
Cone.
There are 10 million registered disabled people in Britain, and 1 million of them are wheelchair users. Look, there goes one now.
This is what Jenny does. She goes off and leaves me. Ooh. Happy Mount Park, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit different to yesterday, isn't it, the weather?
Yeah.
There's not many people about, really, on the prom, is there?
No.
Are you all right? You turned up?
Yeah. My name is Jenny Rushworth. I'm 46. I've got multiple sclerosis, but there's disabled and there's disabled. And although I am disabled, I prefer to try and do what I can myself. And Chris is my carer, she's my PA, because we don't do carers. We don't do nurses and nursey stuff. We just do, like, helping me.
My name's Christine Cowan, 53. I've been old. I've been Jenny's personal assistant for the past 15, 16 months. I more or less am her arms and legs, because what Jenny can't do...
And me gob. She's gob on a stick.
Oh, it's not nice.
But you are.
But what Jenny can't do, I do for her. So, that could be anything. That could be anything, from baking cakes for 20 people to...
Washing the dog.
Washing the dog, cleaning the cooker, shopping.
Serious
we do a lot
shopping.
of serious shopping, don't we?
We do. Will we have an ice cream then?
Do you want to?
Do an Arblast.
What are we having?
I just want a normal ice cream.
Just an ordinary cornet, wafer?
Yeah.
A cornet?
Yeah, one of them things, you know.
Just a single? Thanks.
Thank you. This is where you go, oh bless. Not bad dog pooping, please.
Oh, it'll be right. So with your back to it, you'll be fine.
Which is mine?
That one.
This is where you go, oh bless, I bet she doesn't get out much. I've had a few arguments with bus drivers. That's not me. I am very quiet and very tasteful. Oh, wasp. Wasp alert.
But you do run over a few people on the way, don't you?
Yeah, but
including me.
I'm allowed to run over people because I'm disabled in it, and it's all right. It's like if a car hits me, what is it? If a car, it's not politically correct for a car to hit me, so I can go where I want. Because if anybody does anything against me, it's not politically correct. What will you tell them, wasps?
All right, Peter. Fine, thanks, how are you? All the little skagheads that sit there and drink their fucking white lightning and whistle at me as I go past. Oh, don't film them. I don't want them on my documentary. Oh, they're disgusting. Peter's the one standing there. I've known him since I was a baby. He lives down there. I hated school, it was shit. I got on with some teachers and I didn't get on with other teachers. Some of them were wankers and some of them were lovely. I used to give some of them abuse because they were just out of order. And if I didn't like the subject, I wouldn't do any work. And then if I didn't like the teacher, I certainly would not do any work. I'd just sit there and refuse.
Having just left school, Adrian dreams of becoming a hairdresser on a cruise ship.
Oh God, I can't smell sausage to save my life.
But for now, she works as a waitress in her local pub.
Working's more chilled out than school. You haven't always got someone telling you what to do. Bad days when you get snotty people in a good ways. Good day is when I have a laugh.
She does walk around like she owns the place now already, so she's got that down to a T. And of course all the boys love her. You know, that long blonde hair. That attitude, them short skirts. I think the worst thing about Adrienne is having to listen to her phone calls and the way she speaks to her friends in the bar. That's the worst thing. I wish she'd go outside. It kind of goes like this. Who fucking hell do you think you're fucking talking to? You're some kind of fucking prick, ain't you? You ought to fuck off, don't you? And to be honest, none of my customers want to hear that, do they?
I think they're an older generation, generally, and you have sort of older ideas, not necessarily morals, because, I mean, the stories I could say about things that have gone on in this village that you'd expect to be a very sort of moral village, you know, it's a load of nonsense, because the things people get up to here, and I mean, the older ones are the worst ones. But, you know, the younger ones still don't, you know, when it comes to sort of sexual orientation or sexual diversity, they're not very open-minded. But they will sort of steal cars and take drugs and, you know, everything like that. I came out, like, officially when I was sort of, I don't know, 17 or something. But I mean, everybody always knew. I mean, without being, you know, it's hardly hard to tell. But, you know, but before I came out, you know, like, in school, that was horrendous. You know, I used to get bullied, not bullied, but, like, physically. But I just know if I'd walk around and people would go, like, and sort of say stuff like, oh, you queer fuck, or, you know, sort of really not very nice sort of names. But things like that have never, ever bothered me. There was one guy called Tristan, and when he came out, and everybody used to call him Tristan Gay. But he used to do silly things, like he'd come to school in, like, little crop trousers, a little, you know, crop T-shirt, and a Winnie the Pooh bag, you know?
Wobble, goffer, Dan, yellowhead! Where now, dig now!
So we're on our way to the Eisteddfod. It's very sort of arty, quite drama-y. There's a lot of, you know, gays here. The thing is, you can never tell, like, you know when you hear people talk, you don't know whether they're gay or whether they've just got really strong Welsh accents sometimes. You can just never tell, so... Oh, hello, chi'n alright?
Iawn.
Odi. Hi, Liad, Blake. Oh, Auntie Joan. Oh, right, one minute. Hey, come on, ble mam yn gi? Ti'n alright?
Wel, cerdded mlaen, fe ffindio ti fan hyn.
Mam yn gi'n cered fan hyn, ydy fi? Oh, right, OK, diolch yn mawr. Right, she's coming. Hi, Amy, chi'n alright?
There we go.
this place can just put the A in gay when it comes to, like, some of the things, I don't know, like the artwork, that's always really, really, really camp. And when you look at things like, you know, the sort of sketches that they put on, never. I think that's more me. What do you think? I want to leave Wales, you know, not because of, you know, I'm ashamed of anything. I really love the fact that I'm Welsh. You know, I love the fact that Welsh is my first language, but it's just that I haven't got enough options. I can't sort of fulfill personal sort of goals. Like, I want to be able to decide what I want to do without having to think, oh, if I do this, is so-and-so and so going to judge me? I can't say I've ever used it as a place to come and pull. Really, the people left are like the over 60s, and I don't do that unless I'm really short.
Stuart may not have a thing for older men, but one young man certainly has a thing for older women. Much older women.
You know who I want? Vanessa Feltz. That'll be quite funny, wouldn't it?
Vanessa Feltz?
Sure. Oh man, she is well fine. She is, okay, I know she's a bit plastic, but Demi Moore's a fine thing, you know? And that guy, what's his name again? Ashton Kutcher, lucky bastard. Yeah, I'd give Demi Moore one. But fuck. Well, I'm 23, yeah? The oldest woman I've been with is 60.
There's older women and there's two old.
Yeah, but that was just a shag. It was like, hi, bye. She was lonely. I went up to her and I started singing the Canadian national anthem. She looked at me. We started getting on. We went into the TV room. There was like a CTV camera. We got caught shagging. Everyone made a big deal about it, and that was it. I think, honestly, deep down, I've always had a thing for older women anyway.
My mum don't like it at all. But she has quoted that you're after a mother figure, and I said, look, no.
I think I am as well. Come on, who isn't?
But it ain't.
If someone's going to buy your clothes, fucking iron your shit, and all that type of stuff, who ain't going to do it? They're well trained, the older generation. Well, don't take the piss. Whatever as long as they're old and matured enough, I'll give them one.
She's so precious. She's so luscious. Put your head in the world. Spinning around the world.
There are over 5,000 post-op transsexuals living in Britain. Others, like Robin, are still pre-op, but are well on the way to becoming ladies.
Those little bits on the end of your fingers can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, and they make your hands look nice.
Yeah. My name's Robin. Now, used to be a robot.
Femininity, what's the most important part of femininity on a woman?
It's an attitude of mind.
Really? See, I'd have been more cosmetic than that.
It's an attitude of mind.
But in order to have a good state of mind, for a woman, the appearance has to be good as well.
Yeah, the appearance has to be right, but it's got to be inside first to have it on the outside.
I can only fix the outside, so I have to go with the outside first.
My name is Emily Howard, and I'm a lady. And because I'm a lady, I like to do ladies' things, like attend the operettas and les ballets imaginaires. Do you like the theatre?
No, but I like you.
Well, you must know that I'm a lady. I press flowers and stroke kittens and swim in rivers wearing dresses and hats and shit.
I had a few female partners. I was married for 4 years. I've got a daughter. The marriage was never going to last, basically because I've always known. And I just used to be a moody bugger, you know. I was 40, I was seeing a lass down at Winchester, and I got moody. And she was a shrink nurse, and she decided to psychoanalyse me at 1 o'clock in the morning. And about 3 o'clock she went, "It's gender, isn't it?" And I went, "Yeah." I just basically hated it as a man. I'm more relaxed now as a woman. I don't have to pretend to be what I'm not. I used to lose the plot. You know, I had to be this person that tended to do things to excess, like drinking and everything else that went along with it, because I did try to top myself a few times. There was one occasion they did say that they'd saved my life by 2 minutes, but I don't know, I was unconscious.
Generally, Robin takes very good care of her nails, though, don't you? Because
Try.
Comes in more or less every week and has something done, so they keep looking nice.
I have a ped once a month. I have a massage once a month. I get waxed once a month, and I have electrolysis every week. I got told by my ex-wife that I wasn't to see my daughter. I told my brother, and the reaction was, nothing you do surprises me anymore. Which was the last time I saw him, actually. And I haven't seen my daughter for, I think it's about 2 years now, or even 3. I've got a 2-year-old granddaughter, apparently, but nobody's told me yet.
No. And Jenny is so kind to me, you know, that she's even named a fish after me.
Oh, you'll have to see the fish. Oh, yeah.
In the fish tank at home, right, they have a massive fish tank, and in the fish tank, she says to me, she said, there's a fish there, just looks like you, so I've named it Christine. I said, oh, thank you very much. And when I looked at it, it's got the ugliest face.
But you do that.
That's what she says I look like. How complimentary is that?
La mer qu'on voit danser le long des golfes clairs a des reflets d'argent. La mer.
And her face goes like, hey, Chris, your face.
Ah, she is.
This is what she's best at.
No, I'm good. I'm good at tidying up.
Yeah, she is.
Keep the place tidy. Ironing.
Oh, God, ironing, God. I hope you've got me posh cups out.
Of course I have. Bees on there.
I know.
Oh, it smells gorgeous, that lavender.
We're going to dry that.
We're going to take it. Yeah, that's one of my jobs. That's one of my jobs, is to dry the lavender. Yeah. Go on, quick.
It's getting me. Even if I want to go for a walk in the rain, she'll come with me, won't you?
Yeah, we've done that before today. We were soaked to the skin, the pair of us. It is teamwork.
It is.
It is teamwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll bring you tea.
We'll sit here and have a brew.
Well, my first record was balancing a Christmas tree on my chin, dressed in a Father Christmas outfit. And that was the first time that I'd touched on a record. Fairly easy, as there was no other record to beat. I enjoy the focus of the balance. Once I start to balance, it does block out everything else. It has a very therapeutic effect, in fact.
Little pickers wear big knickers. That's the slogan we use. And vegetables don't have to be boring cauliflowers and things like that. Red cabbage is absolutely superb with apple. You never go shopping when you're hungry, because all sorts of really fattening things jump in your trolley when you're hungry, because everything you look at, you think, oh, I really want one of those, I want one of those. So our advice is never go shopping when you're hungry. Try to go shopping in the morning when you've just had your breakfast, because things are not as appealing when you can normally get through a morning. And the other thing is always take a list, because otherwise you go in the supermarket for a pint of milk and it costs you £40. I think we'll have some plums. These make really good plum crumble. If you put a lot of fruit in and just put a little bit of crumble on it. Plastic. This is the aisle I tell them all to avoid. This is the bad aisle, this. I can't tell you, when I go shopping, the number of people who scurried off down the aisle and pretend they've not seen me. And if I catch up with them, they've got cream cakes and biscuits and chocolates and everything in their bags. Yeah, and they always say, I'm going to do it again tomorrow, honest. I'm being really good, they're not for me. Let me have a look. Have you got underneath?
All right.
Yeah, she's got ham and... Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Cottage cheese, vegetables,
pineapple.
fresh pineapple, yeah.
Peaches.
Ham. You've got nothing in there you shouldn't have in.
It works.
Well done. It's entirely up to you. Do you want to walk back into your fat life, or do you want to walk on into a slimmer life? You know, do you want to be fit? Do you want to be healthy? You know, by all means have 2 Jaffa Cakes and then give them to somebody else.
The only gay in Dyffryn Kirkland has for now traded the village for a quieter life in a luxury London riverside apartment.
It's very, very different to back home, you know, and the thing is, I think the whole sort of London life, it's very fast. People aren't polite. You know, they don't sort of talk. You don't want to speak to people or be polite, just in case they're the wrong type of people. As opposed to back home, you know, you don't have to worry about anything like that because everybody knows one another. Like, I've got a friend of mine that lives sort of south of the river. You know, the first time I went to his house, there was someone had been murdered and all the roads are sort of cornered off. Nothing like that's happened in our valley, I don't think. I think the most exciting thing that happened to us was when one of the doctors got killed by lightning coming over the mountain on a horse because we didn't have cars back then. See, that's the only thing that we can ever, you know, the only thing like that that's happened in our village. This is the living room, sort of. I don't really spend much time in here, it's just sort of, you know, Alex sort of spends time in here. We eat here on the dining table, and this is the kitchen, which the lights aren't working in. And this is my room, which is cool. And I love me, really. So I have lots of photographs of me up on the wall. Don't show that one, because I don't look very good in that. That's a photo of my grandmother when she was little. Awful fringe, but never mind. Okie dokie, let me think. Right, this is a Nickel Fari thing. This is just like, I don't know, 110 or whatever. This is one of my favourite all-time shirts ever. I know it's only Paul Smith, but I think this is about 110 or whatever. But because of the thistles on the cuffs, I loved. See, they're fab. This is really cool. I know it's a bit old, I'm just on a Karen. And I bought this because I saw someone wearing it on telly. There was a TV presenter wearing this top. I love these trousers. And look, I've got bloody paint all over them. These are just D&G ones. But I've got paint all over them. And this little thing's 150 quid. This is 470 or 500. And that's Prada. I'm quite lucky, my parents usually give me enough money to sort of live. All my life I've sort of been trying to fit in and be accepted and everything like that. But I like to stand out as well, you know, because I'm not the same as everyone else. And I'm fab, so I need to look different. Like, it's not that I'm, like, in any way vain or anything, but, like, obviously I'm very overweight and I need to lose it. So I've got a personal trainer now up in London, which I go out with, so hopefully I'll be thin and beautiful in like a month. And my personal trainer's stunning. Oh my God. He is half Chinese, half Welsh. But there we go. Never mind.
The record I'm going to go for now is the world record for the most eggs to be held in the back of one hand. And this is how I practice it.
And how do you line them up?
One between each finger. Got to be the right size eggs, which helps. If they're not, it can be very difficult.
So how many's that worked out?
That's 6, 7. Current record stands at 13.
10.
That's 11. 12. And that's the current world record. And that's
World record.
14. Well done, Dean. That's beaten the current world record.
Whoa.
As darkness begins to fall across the land, our real Little Britons come out to play. And at least one is hoping for a lot more.
Is it? Gucci dresses and drop top compresses. Winey and tiny, bring those platinum rings. Those are a few of our favorite things. What I need is a gentleman.
Okay, basically Alice is one of my friends from Swansea. I've known him for quite a while. We just met when we were out. Actually got his number up a toilet wall.
Shut up.
And we've been friends
You've been
ever
dying
since.
to use that line. Living in London it is different because you've got the whole lifestyle that you've been looking for ages. I mean, it's such an open city. It's really cool. I think Stuart has changed since he moved here. He's become a lot more mature, a lot more chilled out, really. Because I think he's found some of the things he's been looking for.
I mean, there's a massive difference between being a gay in the village and like the only gay in the village, and to being like in London, because I mean, there's millions of us. I mean, there's queeros. I shouldn't say queeros, should I? But I mean, there's gay people everywhere. I've left the sort of narrow-mindedness of like the village behind me, and I've come into a completely sort of liberated place. No, I don't think I'm ever going to move back home. I can't wear what I want to, do my hair the way I want to. It's not an issue at all here. I mean, you can walk around London with your knickers on your head, and I mean, no one would batter an eyelid, you know, which is really cool. But I haven't like lost my identity, you know what I mean? My roots are still in Wales. I'm never going to forget that.
No, you're still very Welsh.
Very. I'm a lot Welshier than him.
The real Little Britain caters for all needs and desires. Young Rob is off to a toy boy speed dating night, hoping to meet the older woman of his dreams.
I do try to go to places where older women hang out, but I try not to think of it, because when I start thinking about it, it's on my mind then. And then when it's on your mind, it doesn't happen. So I just try to give a friendly manner off, so it looks like I'm not just there to get laid. And usually that works. You've got to have respect. You've got to show them that what you're saying is meaningful, and not just saying, oh yeah, fancy coming back to mine for a quick fuck, you know what I'm saying? Sorry for swearing, but I think I'm just going to go up to a lot of women tonight and just not be forceful, but just try and just be polite and talk to them in the best way I can, and just use my communication skills pretty well, where in the end they'll want to come and talk to me. I guarantee by the end of the night there'll be at least one or two that'll want to come and talk to me. It will happen.
Okay, I'm 41.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say I don't look it.
You don't look like 41 at all. You look about 21.
No, you're not supposed to go that far. You're supposed
Okay, then you look about 31.
39.
Okay, 39.
37 maybe, okay.
39. Well, 37, you look brilliant for 37. I'm 23 years old.
Yeah.
I hope that won't be a problem.
No.
I mean, all you nice women coming in here because you want to find Mr. Right. It's amazing, really, isn't it?
What are you looking for then?
This is right. It's really quick, isn't it? It's like putting a microwave dinner in the microwave and then it's over. But you're far better than a microwave dinner, believe me. See you later. I don't know if I could find anybody younger, but I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to because older women seem to be more accessible. I'm a youth worker.
Are you?
I work with people from the ages of 13 to 19.
Well, what do you do?
Talk to them about life, bullying, sex education, drugs, you name it, I help them to get through it.
Do you find it rewarding?
Oh, most of the rewarding job in the world.
Do you? Well, you're obviously doing a very caring job. You're obviously a very caring person.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's a good thing. Because when you're a nice guy, usually they come last. I can't say hand on heart I could ever find anybody like my mother because for me and my mother don't get on pretty well, honestly. I mean, we do get on, but I had a difficult type of upbringing. I mean, obviously, she's my mother, I'm going to always love her, but the fact of the matter is I would want something from a woman to maybe what I would have expected of a mother. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's most probably why.
Thank you. Oh, look, you're getting down on one knee already.
You're a good influence.
What are you doing here?
Chatting you up.
You have to come all the way to London to do it.
Well, you were worth it. I had a nice time tonight. I met a lot of nice, interesting ladies. Some were easy to talk to, some were hard to talk to, but I suppose that's life. Coming to the end, I thought I was in there but as I felt like a bit like Cinderella, I've got to get rushed off now because I'm going to get a trade. But I'd do this again. I think it was really good. If I had more time, if I stayed in London, I'd be here right till the end. I'd just probably try and chat it up, you know.
Oh, I know! Because this is sales as well. You will get really annoyed. I get stressed if I can't find what I want, if they don't have it in my time.
But not everyone is out on the pull. Adrienne and her mates are thinking ahead to Friday night and beyond.
Calculator on my phone. Friday's just fat. Everyone's out. It's just like everyone. Our whole crew's out on a Friday. Time is just the bestest place ever in the world. But me and Amy did have a great time when we went to Mercy. Oh, it was just the best night I have had for ages. It was brilliant. I loved it. When I wake up in the morning and I've got 400 texts on my phone from all these random guys, and they're like, "Can't you remember talking to me at the bar?" And I'm like, No, I was with that black guy. No. I'm like, "What are you wearing?" They told me, and I was like, "No." And then I said, send me a picture, so see if I remember you. And they sent me a picture, and I was like, I don't want to remember you. It was minging. I was like, oh my God, as if I even spoke to you. The first thing I look for in a boy is they have to dress nice, and if they've got rank shoes, and if they wear, I've got to think, you're going to find this really hilarious, right? My mum finds it absolutely hilarious. When I talk about it, she just thinks it is the most funniest thing in the world. I've got a thing about pants. I hate them. I hate them. So,
my wife runs, yeah. What do you mean?
No offence to anyone here, right? I really hate them.
What boys that wear, teenagers that wear pants?
Yeah, but just in case you do get geeks that do. Or maybe it's this boy who doesn't look like a geek, but deep down he's just trying to be good looking and a bad boy. But then underneath he is a geek and he is wearing pants. So I always have to touch their bum just to make sure they're not. And if they are, they could be the fittest guy in the world. He could have been rated the most best looking boy in Norwich.
But he's wearing
or anywhere.
Pants. Yeah.
He's wearing pants.
White friends.
Yeah, so he would not be a good looking guy.
Right, we're going to go for a world record for beer mat flipping off the chin. 30 beer mats balanced on the chin. There you go, Del. Okay. Take your time. World record.
There's many a time I've copped off and fellas have had no idea at all. And they've been chatting me up half the night. And 9 times out of 10 it's, well, and there's a problem about it. So I just say, you tell me. I mean, there was one bloke who did say to me, he says, if you see me out with my wife, you won't tell her, will you? I went, no, I won't tell her. So he scratched his back. I think the scratches gave it away. Occasionally I've seen fellas that I've been with, but I don't talk to them. I've always made it clear that I don't do commitment and that they're going to knock my hip out and that's it. You know. I mean, they can knock my hip out as many times as they want that night, but after that night, sure. You know, there's the door. Use it. I don't know what attracts people to me. I really don't. It's nothing that I can think of anyway. Oh, I go out about 4 times a week. My primary objective is just to have fun. And if I do cop off, it's cool. I don't care if they're married, single or what. I always tell them that I'm a pre-op transsexual before I go out of the club. If they're tough luck, they speak English and understand English. But if they don't, I just tell them if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it is a fucking duck. I've never been gay, I've always been straight. When I was a man, I went out with females. Now that I'm a woman, I go out with males. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm a woman. I'm not a he, she, I'm not a bloke, I'm a woman. I am me, not Robert. Robert's dead, buried, forgotten.
Yeah. This is Ethan. He's a pre-op transsexual, female to male. He started his gender reassignment about 6 to 8 months ago. Didn't you, Ethan? And he's actually the only transsexual that I know.
What will it change when I'm post-op? In fact, I've got a fanny. And it'll be more fun getting my hip knocked out. But apart from that, there'll be very little change. I'll just still troll through life, having fun. In fact, I'll be a virgin for a 3rd time.
The thing that makes me proud to be British is the fact that I'm Welsh.
Yeah, to actually beat a world record, it's a bit like winning the World Cup to that particular individual.
Best thing about being a woman. Man.
She'll get some madcap ideas, you know. Let's go on to...
I'm perfect.
You're not. Ah, yeah. No, you're not. None of us are. Go on. None of us are.
Land of diversity. Land of technological achievement. Land of tradition, fish and fries. Britain, Britain, Britain.
Britain.
Britain, Britain, Britain.
Old age Britain.
Britain. 1, 2, 3. Britain! Right, let's get down to business, because this is what we're about, really.